Hi there, I'm Blair.
And I'm Sarah Jane.
And I'm Ellie, and we are Hand to Health, three art psychotherapists.
Welcome to our podcast. This is a spirit of creative entanglement.
And today we are going to spend a little bit of time together talking, introducing you to the Hand2health student backpack. This is something that we've been working on for a little while now because we've just noticed it's that time of year, it's September, and some students who have just recently left school that may well have been in therapeutic relationships for a while or even a short term and are transitioning to university. And that's a pretty big jump for a lot of young people. And thinking about what kind of support and resources that can help them along the way from transitioning from therapy room on into university. And some may well be still online with their therapist, but it was just noticing that what can we as therapists support those clients that we work with that are doing that transition. So what we've done so far is that we have worked with producing a PDF, an online PDF form, and within this it has I think it's one, two, three, about five different sort of areas that we have created some supports and resources for the students. But also, we felt that it's really important that this was done alongside the therapist that has been with that student in supporting them to create more of a personalised and tailored package, as I say, support resources. So some of the resources that are there in the student Hand2health pack are also for the therapist to use as well, not just for the student. So we've got five areas, haven't we?
That's right.
Yeah.
So those five areas, we've got a first aid kit. And within that first aid kit, we have got some grounding exercises. So we've thought through all of the eight senses, and we've provided a little kind of exercise for all of those eight senses. And this is something, knowing that it is very personalised, that you're just working your way through, noticing, well, which one works well for me? Am I someone who's grounded visually? Am I someone who's grounded by, music or noise? Am I someone who's grounded by touch? Or so it's just they're prompts really to enable people to work through them and create a little package for them that works for them that they can access as and when. And we also, in the first aid kit, we thought about the 5 pillars of health.
Yeah.
So again, little prompts to support health and well-being, around connection, around sleep and hydration and nourishment. So they're not necessarily, they're really short little cards, but again, just reminders that part of our emotional health, our physical health plays a big part too, and how are we looking after ourselves?
Yeah. I personally like the creativity ones, the
Yeah.
creativity snacks, as we've called them, but just this ability to a step by step of making something that might be helpful for you when you have those times. Maybe you've arrived to your dorm, or maybe you've just got in, you've unpacked and everything, and you're sat there thinking, wow, that's overwhelming. What am I going to do next? Who is going to be in this apartment with me? How do I, freshest week? What an overwhelming week as it is. But also, how am I going to calm myself or regulate? Is there something creative I can do or I can make where I've just got an hour where I know I'm going to be on my own, so I can kind of help bring down that thought patterns if they're going a little bit loopy, and bring down our sense of rhythm and self. So creating a mandala, a vision board, all kind of little things in there that can be helpful. Movement and dance, bilateral, scribble. So yeah, I quite like those bits.
Yeah, they're really, really nice, aren't they? And I think we've tried to do them in a very straightforward, accessible way, just for very easy steps and cues as to maybe when to use them and how to use them. And we've even included just some images in this pack as well, haven't we? Just as a way to maybe regulate through the image itself, something that can ground you and help you just feel a little bit more comfortable when you're in a strange environment. You've transitioned to this new place, and so we've thought about a whole raft of different ways in which to support yourself, and I think that's the aim within the backpack.
Yeah, as you're talking, so Jane, it reminds me of a journey. So
Yeah.
the journey itself, the transitioning to university, and I
Mm.
think the backpack is like here are lots of resources. Which ones of these are you going to put in your backpack because it's your journey,
Mhm.
and it's going to support you going forward. And you can always go and step back out and dip into the bits again, but just in this moment in time, what's going to support me? What am I going to find? Yeah, helpful. And those creative snacks, Ellie, they're not, it's not deep stuff. It's just really something that is mindful, that is recreational, but at the same time is can be really supportive in the moment when you just need that reflective time. And such other sort of the grounding cards and things that we've put in there as well.
Um, Well, also always love feedback. If you do download this, and please let us know. You can email us at info@hand2health.co.uk, or contact us via chat on YouTube, etc. And we love feedback. We're
Mhm.
feeling like this is going to be a growing document. We can
Yeah.
change it, we can edit it. Anything you think that's been really helpful with your young people that have been transitioning in school place, maybe we do one for even younger people, for example. Maybe it feels like it's hitting a certain age range when you're working with a certain person moving, and something would be likely to be added that would help get to a different age range,
Yeah.
or calm in a space, or a calming technique that you use that you think is really helpful. Just a kind of resource to have it all in one place for therapists to use for free.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's that
also,
toolkit, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
As you say, it's an evolving pack, really. So yeah, any ideas, uh, any comments? Yeah, so absolutely gratefully received because I think it's going to be really helpful for this to grow. And like you say, Ellie, transitions can be really kind of nervy sort of time, and regardless of sort of what age you are, and it might be something to be thinking about just a general other transitions in life. So
Yeah,
yeah,
something for us to think a lot more about on this podcast as well. But this key one, we've really noticed and thought about together as being an area that's really not very supported, and that is the aim of this resource.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's that kind of it's just making me think as I'm scrolling through it and doing this, is that it's almost like a little bit of a psychoeducation element to our work,
Yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
well, and or a CBT element to our work, etc. Obviously in the session we go a lot deeper, and we can really sit with those fears that are arising, etc. But external to the session, where's the holding in this transition? Because we're not going to be there for every kid that's moving on that we're seeing. So I think that's the kind of space of the holding the psychoeducational part of our work, and the cognitive behavioral, mapping part of our work as well.
yeah.
yeah. It's the framework, isn't it? We think about scaffolding, don't we, in order to sort of support the framework, and this, I suppose, in a way, is providing that psychoeducation is doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we hope you
Hmm.
enjoy,
Yeah,
and please, yeah, keep us updated. And soon will be our next podcast, I'm sure. And till then, goodbye from me.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you soon. And it's goodbye from Fleur.
and goodbye from me too. Bye.
Bye bye.